So hey guys, thank you for joining me on an episode of A Sister's Trust. How is this holiday going for you? But first of all, Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Eve. I got my grandkids over there relaxing finally because they was kind of running amok. Had to get in a little bit of trouble, but it's gonna be all right. But yeah, they quiet down, because they was getting on each other's nerves. You know how that goes when kids just get on your nerves, and that's what they was doing, getting on each other's nerves. But anyway, I just stopped in to show you. One of my friends told me about this holiday cake. I forgot what they call it, but I'm calling it a holiday cake. And I just left out some of the steps, far as you didn't need to watch me bake the cake and everything, because it's going to all be about refrigeration and it's going to be good, right? So what I did was I took a chocolate cake mix box and I baked my little cake. I put it in this pan because you're going to actually serve it in the pan because it's going to stay in the refrigerator. Now this is my first time trying the cake out, and it's supposed to be really simple. So I know she told me to put like holes in the cake, so I decided to get like a straw. And I'm just gonna put some little holes in it, so I figure I'd twirl it around to give the holes some sizes, you know. Just make it really simple. So you want to go through here and you just want to put a lot of little holes in the cake. And so let me move quicker because this don't need to be a 30-minute video, right? So we're calling it a holiday cake. And so you just put your little holes all throughout the cake and everything. See how I'm doing it? Just something simple. So what are you guys cooking and baking over there? I already cooked my black-eyed peas. Now I know that's a few days before the New Year's, but I made some black-eyed peas, which I can freeze them. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to freeze them for next week because people do this whole New Year black-eyed pea idea. And I don't know what I was thinking, like it's going to be the next day. But, so yeah. So this is Christmas Eve, and normally on Christmas Day, I like to put on my movies. My family kind of comes in and grab their gifts, and then I watch movies, and the movies watch me. Well, this year, my husband said that our sister-in-law, his sister, invited us over to her house. And I want to say, he said hibachi. So I know that's a meal, I believe. So I'm breaking my tradition. I'm going to go out. A long time ago, when my kids were small, I stopped going out because I felt like kids need to play with their own toys at their house. And then my mom was like, y'all get one holiday. So I always pick Thanksgiving to socialize with people. But other than that, I like to sit home in my own place and just relax. Make my meal, regardless if it's 2 people or even if it was 1, I'll still make my meal. Okay, so look. I put my little holes in my little cake mix. All right. Now, she had some Heath bars, but I couldn't find them. So I found these little Butterfingers, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make them. I'm just gonna chop them up because I'm gonna sprinkle it all across my cake. And you don't really need that many. So, well, this is my first time making it, so that's my plan. I've used that many. So when y'all try it out, let me know how much candy did you put across yours. I want to chop it up because I don't want nobody to bite into it and have a big old piece of chunk, and break any teeth or anything like that. So when I chop it up some. I love this time of season, even though, I love Christmas. I just like the holiday of just putting on my Christmas lights, sitting there, and actually a couple nights I done fell asleep watching movies in my front room, and then I got up and get refreshed and started my day again. But I have like a recliner and it's so comfortable. So that's what I did. I know I'm kind of noisy. I want to make sure that I'm chopping this up. So, see? That's all I'm doing. Am I making a mess? Well, all right. So next thing I want to do is I want to get the condensed milk, you know, the sweet one. And I'm going to get some caramel syrup. That's the kind I'm using. And I'm just going to put it in a cup. Let me shake it up. Well, it didn't get no thicker. Okay. I'm going to get some of this condensed milk, which came in handy because I'm going to do from church for what we have church service sometimes. And what we call house church. And so I'm going to be making my French toast casserole. I'm just using the rest of this can. So I had used a little bit of it. So let's just say this was like a half a can of that condensed milk. And once you play around with it, you can figure out for yourself what you want to do. So I'm going to mix that all up. Ooh, this ain't no diet. That's why, you know what, I like to make stuff, but I also make sure it gets out of my house. Because all that self-control ain't worth 2 cents. It'd be like the food be calling you in the middle of the night. I could know your name and everything. And I ain't trying to do that. I can't in one bite mess up my whole week. I can't do it. But you know what? I have to make stuff. I make stuff for other people. All right, so I got another spoon. I want to taste this. Let's see. Nice and sweet.
I know that this is a lot to take in.
Probably enough. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, because it's already got the holes in it, I'm gonna just spread it all across. The way that it's kind of doing, it's probably better to just start from the middle, because it kind of runs really quick.
I'm trying my best to get past that, okay? You shooting him? That's not helping. After all my losses, I thought at least you were free of wells. I just don't want to be where you're not surprised by somebody from our past. I better look for the virus. Hold up.
Let's get rid of all that. I'm gonna spread it all the way around my cake. So make sure that sweetness get in all of it.
All right, let me story part. Sports page used to be a lot less complicated.
Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to get some Cool Whip, because it's going to be a refrigeration cake. I did buy 2 things of Cool Whip. Let's see what this one gonna do. I have another spoon. Let's take half of it. And I'm gonna start from the middle and then work my way outward. Like I said, I just seen it, so it's my first time actually making it, and I hope it tastes good. Oh, so when you do all this, you want to make sure that the cake part is cool already, because you don't want to put this on hot. And I guess with that, so when you put it in the refrigerator, it have the same substance. It's not really cooling down the Cool Whip, so that way it can still have that whip look to it, I guess.
Time travel. Hey, are you? Hi. Is there another human who can time travel? No, time travel
So I'm just kind of smeared it on around. All right, voila. So now I'm just gonna get my little, what I said, I got Butterfingers. I'm just gonna sprinkle it all across there.
Captain just texted me. He wants me to write a police report. You maybe want to write it with me?
I can't tonight. I'm busy. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I've just got science stuff I gotta send and stuff.
Look how that's looking. So then I'm gonna get the rest of my Cool Whip. This time I'm gonna put it in chunks, different place. That way it don't move my candy too much out of place. I like this. If this tastes good, I'll probably be making it more often. So simple. You cook your little cake mix, follow the direction with that. I greased my pan just a little bit, even though I knew I wasn't gonna be flipping it out, and I didn't powder it or nothing like that, because I knew for sure I was gonna leave it in this pan. And then I let it bake, I let it cool, and you see me do the rest. I got the straw. You might could find something better to put holes in yours. So I got the straw, and I put the holes in the cake. Oh, it looks so nice and creamy. I feel like cutting them right now. Am I gonna have some self-control? We'll see. Y'all asking a lot of me. So being that this video is already over 12 minutes, it might let me actually take a picture of this and put it on there. You know how sometimes when you get through your video, they put whatever picture they want, and sometimes I can't go back and fix it, and I'll be looking all kind of crazy on that picture. But then it's like, who's gonna redo the video? I can't. It looks so good. So let's just say half of the container for the first layer, and then your candy, and then the other half you kind of make it on, and you can make it all cute, and make it all just to have the little marks and stuff like that. I'm so glad I cut the ringer off on my phone, because I see my friends they doing all these little text messages, and then when people call, the rings be on your video. Nobody got time for all that. Because sometimes they be on the road. It ain't really like to talk about nothing really. But yeah. And then half of them, sometimes they're liking every message. It's like they don't leave a message, they just like every message. So then that's 1,000 messages by themselves. So anyway, we ain't here to talk about them. We're here to make my holiday cake. Look at that. Don't that look good? And so now I'm just going to get the rest of my little thing, and I'm just going to sprinkle it. I think they just had it under their layer, but I'm going to, why not put it on top of my layer? It's my first one.
What do you mean? You capture dark and light. Use her lures in the air. You are insane.
Wake these kids up so they can make their little cookies, and it'll be time for their mom to pick them up, and then I can finish cooking the rest of my meal for tomorrow. Well, cutting up things for the meal. I'll actually do the cooking tomorrow as far as my meat and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, here we go. This is our holiday cake. So it's chocolate cake mix. You put the holes in. You buy some caramel and that condensed milk. You mix that together. You pour that in the holes. Make sure the cake is already cool. You put one layer of your Cool Whip. You put your candy. You put the next layer of your Cool Whip, and you put your candy, and voila, there you go. Your holiday, and I can't wait to taste it. I might have to go back on here later and leave a comment that if it tastes good or not, because this is my first one. All right, thank you guys for joining me on the Sisters Trust. I hope you have the best Christmas. And remember, Jesus is the reason we just have Christmas for as the gifts, just to enjoy one another. But don't forget the birth and how he died for us. and was risen. Okay? All right. Love you guys, and thank you for joining me on the Sisters Trust.